or some major dependency here. So she works hard to help her sales team. So basically here there is an explanation or an example saying they like there is a user like system administrator Maria. So she has a representative team under her, and there should not be any duplicate leads or contacts in like no one should be able to create the duplicate names or duplicate leads or contacts. So here all this is saying about the bit about, because when customers feel that the company isn't tracking its business, so he's basically giving you a reason. So his manager like Maria or he or she, his manager do not want to um, like mix. So there are actually in detail, if we go like functionally, so there are accounts which is like prospect account and customer account. So there could not be a account name, suppose any, like say suppose Accenture account, there cannot be an prospect type and also a customer type. Basically suppose now assume this is something like an account type is a field. So one prospect account type cannot have the same name as that of customer account type. The names should be different. So this is their requirement. So as of now, Salesforce will not restrict you to create the same account names, right? But we can do that. So that is what here it is saying. Yeah, advantages, definitely there will be advantages, right? So what if in real time um, um, a two owners, so basically when speaking functionally, account owners, so there should be account. So basically account is nothing but a customer for a company. So suppose we have our any Pina IT solutions, right? So we also will have customers that those will use our Bina IT application. So there cannot be like a uh, two same like same customer twice. What do we why do we need to create in our database, right? In such scenario, we can do the like we can restrict saying Salesforce if someone um, uh, wants to create two same account names, you restrict them. So for that there is a way identify duplicate records and how to handle them. So Mary answered her, she wants to closely work with Lincoln to research how they want Salesforce to identify duplicate records. Yeah. So obviously in Salesforce we will not have so you can use reports and get that to identify the duplicate. Again, you have to use Excel, then identify, then clean up the data. So rather than you can restrict um, directly when they are creating the record, then it will be easy, rather than first they create the record, then you will take the report and put it into Excel, and then you are using some conditional formatting. So it is like um, going in circles, right? So that's why you can restrict at the time of creation only any type of records and any type of object also, standard or custom. So there are some rules here. I'll tell you one by one. So when you open your suppose rules, that these two we are talking about today, okay? So duplicate rules and matching rules. First we will define a duplicate rule. Yeah, and these are like standard for leads and contracts, etc. They have like Salesforce only will give. So all rules, or you can filter based on account. So these are like all rules in the system what are currently there. So as of now there is no other rule, right? So even if you click any other object, there will be nothing here. So now we will create a rule. What rule? um, Suppose we'll take employee only. uh, um, name, or specifically first name, cannot be identical. Okay, so this will create. Now, as we have selected a account, okay, here we should have selected employee. Okay, so basically you have to select the object here and one create the rule here. First name not be identical. This one we can give a description if you need. And one more thing, okay, on a fundamental note. So, do you know the difference between description and help text? Do you have your help text or help text? Like whenever you create a field, right? There will be help text also. Do you know the difference between that help text and description?
Yes.
Can you
Actually,
explain?
actually, description helps the developer to understand the rule name, and the help text understand the user who wants to fill up the form.
That's right. Yeah. Help text is something on the UI. So whenever, so see this one, this is a help text. So if you want to notify user or give more information to the user on the UI, so this is a backend, right? So on the UI, so if they do not know, see suppose here in this example, enforce sharing rules. Do you understand anything much about that? No, right? So if you want user to know more about that feature or that field in real life, you can put it in help text. So whatever you kept in description, that is only for the developer or not developer, um, in detail. So suppose, yeah, recently we know that there is a field length restriction on the field, right? So you can put like elaborate way. Sometimes if you cut short the field name or rule name here, you can elaborate in two or more lines here, so that whenever someone goes to, like, apart from our team, if someone is new to the application, so they do not know like cut short name, right? So they can go and see the description. Yeah, yeah, that was somewhat deviating. Yeah, that is the difference. And here coming back, so we have selected employee, and we are creating this duplicate rule. So here two things: enforce sharing rules, bypass sharing rules. Sharing rules, any idea about sharing rules?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we will not go much into details. So sharing, so here what it says is, see, now I'm creating this record, so it's me, my user. So enforce sharing rules or bypass sharing. Enforce means this rule, whenever you are creating, uh, should apply to me, um, not to me. So who is going to create that record? Okay, so if that user has any sharing rules, and because of that sharing rules he is not able to see few records, should it apply like that? It is saying like that. If it is bypass sharing rule, not only so even that user who is going to create that record, even if we do not have access to uh, the records, then also this rule should apply, duplicate rule. Okay, so this is why, because so even so we have two conditions here: create and edit. So if he do not have access, like edit means obviously access, right? Even if he do not have the access, should any sharing rule, so some other because of some other sharing rules, he should not be restricted to edit that record. So this is what it said. For now we will keep it as enforce. If you keep bypass, right, so it is, we are limiting only. So bypass sharing rule, enforce sharing, bypass, enforce. Bypass means he should not bypass the matching rule compares all records. Bypass means, yeah, we are bypassing basically. So the user should have all record access to all records. Yeah, for now we will give as like more. So there is no security. We'll give bypass sharing rules. This one action on create. So for now, I'll queue. So I'll tell you what does this say. So Varna will give around.
This answers his question, right?
No, actually, it only blocks to create or edit. But
Rahul's question is different one. Rahul's question is to like view um,
okay,
after
then
creation. So Rahul's question is not related to create or edit. If there are two duplicates records, so how can we stop user with this rule to view that record? Is that right, Rahul?
yes. So there
Yeah.
is no option to restrict.
No. Yes, there is no option. Accidentally he has created, then that is scrap data. Obviously, if at all you know no one wants to view that, then go and delete that only option.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are the two ways you can see. Again, Salesforce, like unless you define any duplicate rule, Salesforce will allow any number of fields to get like same record. You can create another same fields you can use and create a exactly same fields also. You can go ahead and create that. Salesforce will not stop unless you define this duplicate rule. So this is the feature. Okay.
So
Yeah. This is
another
very.
question I have.
Mhm.
I'm updating the name here, like the Rahul. So every time I can't update every record's first name, then how it will automatically check the condition? Like
Uh,
here, you have updated the name Rahul in the condition,
yes. Yeah.
but I don't specify the name. Every time I should means I want to check the condition.
Yes.
Did you got my point? Like if you are trying to create a new one, like Manoranjan with first name.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I got your point. So this is optional only. Yeah. Wait. I'll tell you. Okay. I missed that to say here. See, optionally only just because we have that Rahul record already, right? That's why I do this. Okay. I'll tell you it. So this is optional only. Okay. Now I'll say this.
Okay.
Yeah. I got your question. So now we are not defining anything. Just say that if first name. Sorry, you have already defined in the this one, right? Wait, there is a condition here. Not null. You have to remove this. You're just saying on the this one, right? Suppose let's create. That is only optional, right? Because there is a. Suppose I'll use Rohit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. There it is. See already called the create. Now again I'll go. So now we'll see. Chunk create. We are blocking. Bypass sharing rules. We did not define anything. Okay. So now Salesforce. Where is that? Yeah. If I go and create the same Rohit. See? Solved your question?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, just because there is a record, right? I took it. That is an optional. Whatever condition, this is optional. Yeah, everyone got this question again, right? Yeah, this is important. Good question. Are you clear with this? Conditions?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. This is optional only. If you want, you can give that. Yeah, that is what your this says. Yeah, basically this is some kind of notification alert only. Okay. That is clear. Any questions?
Can you explain the last point one more time?
Conditions?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, before in the first example, what we did, we gave a name here, specifying here. So if there is a record already, so this will apply only for this name. So whatever rule you are creating here, only for this name. If someone enters a name which is already there, um, okay, again, this is only for this name only. So there is already a record, like employee record with Rahul. If someone wants to create the same first name as Rahul, then only system will stop you. See, suppose if you want to make this rule as dynamic, so dynamic means like any name, so there should not be duplicate. See, there could not be scenario only Rahul. Uh, uh, there could not be a requirement only Rahul's duplicate is not allowed, right? Even Rohit or Raju, anyone name should not be duplicated. But here in this condition, we are giving only Rahul. If there is a record who is going to create with only first name as Rahul, only Rahul, then only system will stop you. But in general, like if you want to make this condition or this rule as a dynamic one, then you should not specify anything here. In that first name, whoever gives the like duplicates values, uh, this rule should apply and should not allow the user to create it.
And
Clear?
Manoranjan, like we do have other options too, that and it is not only restricted to be applicable for the first name. So Shrikant, can you please show in the drop down values?
Here,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So just expand anyone.
Any field name you want?
Any drop down in the field.
Yeah, this. So for now, you can take it last name also.
Yeah. So these are the variations, Manoranjan.
Yeah, now I get it. I thought that if we do this only for first name, that it might be a chance that there is a person, another person whose name is also Rahul.
Yeah, that's what
Yes, yes, yeah, I got it.
we
Yeah,
do
yeah.
have many type of variations
That's
here.
why.
Mm.
So inside this, like say in the current screen also you can see we do have concatenation with the different conditions also, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
say
yes.
you have first in the first row you have selected some conditions and then and again you can give some conditions in the second row again and so we have multiple conditions to be added in a single thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If suppose I'll just put one last thing. So what is the suppose this one only. If you want to restrict both fields, like first name Rahul and second name Kumar, then also you can give. So in that first example, I gave only as first name. So that and condition you can use like a multiple criteria. If you do not want to create want a record to be created with both first name as Rahul and second name as Kumar, then also you can do that. Yeah, you have that possibility.
I don't think that we have to create this on name fields. It will be better if we do this action in employee ID number, as if we can't enter similar or same ID type. Like if we have entered the Rahul's Aadhaar card number, something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then we can't enter that number again in another employee or record.
Yes, yes, that is already we have defined. So yeah, that
Yes.
kind of validations you cannot do here.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that is a validation rule. You can apply that. Yeah, what you want.
And Shrikant, can you just expand that drop down value once?
Yeah.
What expandable? Like what are the drop down values here? First name, last name, and then afterwards.
Yeah, everything you have, whatever the fields you have in the object, everything will show up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you start creating. Then you'll understand what if there are any blockers. We'll discuss in tomorrow's trail. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. There is a module for this. Okay. Yeah. Try exploring. Then you'll come to know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then yes, we'll move to tomorrow's trailhead. Then yeah. Thanks. Bye bye.